Hello there and welcome to today's video. The topic for today, why have a personal brand and how to create one. Personal branding, right? It's all about, how would you say, communicating your values, what you stand for, your goals, your beliefs, and your purpose to your target audience. That's what personal branding is all about, okay? And it takes time and it takes effort to do this. And be quite frank with you, you can't build your personal brand and you can't build a reputation based on what you plan to do, right? You've got to actually take action and do it. If you're not taking any action, then you're not going to get any branding. And the bottom line is this, that if you're online right now, you've already got some personal branding. But if you haven't looked after it, it may not be looking after you either. Be careful. People will be searching for you. People will be looking out for you. And your personal branding is their first reaction to you, right? Put yourself into Google. In fact, don't do it this way. Go what they call incognito mode. Put your system into incognito mode so you haven't logged into anything, right? And then go into Google and search for your name and see what comes up. See what comes up. Are you happy with what you see? These are the things I want to think about. First of all, can you find yourself? Are you visible, right? Because if you're not, you've got another problem. But if you are visible, maybe, for example, you've got a Facebook or a LinkedIn profile, they'll be there. Is that what you want? What is missing? What else do you want people to know about you rather than what they see right now? This is the importance of personal branding. And to be quite frank with you, how do you say this? Every day, more than 1 billion name searches are done on Google. 1 billion. So unless you've been living in a cave somewhere, right, then obviously you'll be in the system. And my question to you is, what you have in the system, is it what you want? Is it working for you or is it working against you? Be careful. You see, if you're not branding yourself, then you can be sure someone else is doing it for you. And is that what you really want? Food for thought. My name is Peter Beckenham, the Village Marketer. And as always, talking to you from my little Thai village, way up near the Cambodian border. And today I just want to share with you 3 or 4 simple things to think about in terms of your personal branding, okay? If you like what I have to say, please leave me a comment. Share the darn thing if you think someone can value from this. And I always respond to your comments, okay? And the most important thing is this. You don't need to spend a lot of money on your personal branding, but it is important that you do something about it, right? It's not rocket science. And one of the key things I want you to do is this, especially if you are a network marketer. Please, please, please don't hide your brand behind the company. Don't do that. They might not be around this time next year and you've wasted all this darn time, right? I'm not saying your company's bad, good or indifferent. All I'm simply saying is you need to develop a personal brand. And you know what I mean. If you go, for example, you can go onto a Facebook or a LinkedIn profile and you can see, go to their profile and all you see is the company name. Nothing about them. It's all about their particular network marketing business or their company business. People don't buy businesses. They want to buy you, right? Let them do that. Let them do that by you branding yourself. So the first step is this. You need to know who in the heck you really are and who you are not, okay? In other words, what are your values? What do you stand for? Think this through. It's really important, okay? What do you stand for? Write these things down. If you haven't done it before, don't just listen to me and think, oh, that's a good idea. Do it, okay? And change get your personal branding started. What are your values? You need to communicate these values to your target audience, which I'll talk about in a minute, right? So what are your values? Who do you stand for? Why are you here? What is your why? Let people know what your why is. If it's just about making money, then you're not going to be around very long anyway, and they're not going to be interested. Everybody has a why, a real reason for setting up in business. Think about it. It's not the money. Of course, money is important, but what the money is going to do for you, how you're going to impact on the people, how you're going to help people, how you're going to transform the people you work with. That's what they want to hear. That's the things you stand for. That's the things you do for people, all right? So what's your values? Why are you here? What's your purpose, all right? Another thing is this: specialize and focus on what you do. Don't try and be all things to all people, because you're never going to do any good. You've got to focus, okay? If you're in a particular business, then you need to be very clear what the benefits of that particular business are. You haven't got to worry about promoting the name, but what the real benefits are to the potential client. That's key, all right? And to do that, this is the next step. You need to distinguish yourself. You need to be able to think through, why in the heck should people do business with you rather than your competitors? Now, earlier I used the example of network marketing. I've got no problems with the business model of network marketing. It's one of the best business models going. There are thousands of people in network marketing organizations, for example, and they're all competing against you. So why should people do business with you? You've got to come up with some specific reasons for that. And hang with me to the end of this particular video, okay? Because at the end, I've got a very special gift for you that may help you do exactly that. Wait till the end and I'll let you know, okay? It's free. So differentiate yourself and spend some time doing this. This is not an easy challenge, but I can tell you, if you get it right, then your personal branding has really gone to a different level. And people will start to recognize you, resonate with you, and value you for who you really are. Not just some other marketer, not just some other networker, not just some other whatever, okay? They recognize you for who you are. That's the key. So think, what makes you special? What makes you unique? What are your special interests? What's your passions? What are your skills? Whatever it may be. Think this through and then mold that into your personal branding. Next one, identify your target audience. Sure, I've told you before, you need to make sure you know why people should deal with you. Differentiate yourself, but then make sure you know exactly who your target audience is. You're not everything to everybody, okay? Think about the age range. Think about the demographics. Think about the location, these things, right? You need to have this very clear in your mind, because you can't be everything to everybody. If you try to do that, you will fail. Don't do that. Here's a term for you. Write this down. This will remind you. The riches are in the niches. The riches are in the niches. The more you can niche yourself down in your target market, right? And the more you can differentiate yourself in that niche down target market, the clearer it'll be for you and the easier it will be for people to find you. It's truly that simple. When you're building your brand, this is one thing I wish I had done before. I didn't do this, okay? So I'm telling you in hindsight, build yourself a tribe. Become the leader of a community. It doesn't matter how you do it. You can do it via a blog. You can do it via Facebook Lives like this. You can do it via a Facebook group. You can do whatever it is. You build yourself a tribe of followers. People who will get to know you, like you, trust you, and respect you for who you stand for what you believe in, for your values, right? Because once you start doing that, then you've got people who are avid brand ambassadors for you. They become advocates for you. And I mean, you can't buy that loyalty, right? That is brilliant in terms of personal branding. This is the key. This truly is the key, okay? But it doesn't mean you shouldn't concentrate or focus on getting some sales. Of course you need to get some sales. But what I'm saying is you need to build a community in order to survive, not just make the occasional upfront sale. And if you focus your personal branding on helping others And by helping them, building your community of people around you, then you'll be in a situation when your personal branding is taking you in the direction you want to do. And that is a successful business online. Okay? That's important. And of course, finally, you will make mistakes going through the leadership you're doing, building your tribe, identifying your target audience, differentiate. You'll make mistakes. We all do, okay? But when you do that, all is not lost, because you can reinvent yourself, right? All you need to do is simply present a new persona to your target audience and simply say, and be honest, be transparent, and think of these three words. Your personal brand, and this is, if you've got a pen, write this down. This is so important. Your personal brand is your promise to your clients and your potential clients. And it's your promise about your authenticity. It's your promise about your accountability. And it's your promise about your accessibility. Authentic, accessible, and accountable. Those three things are your promise to your clients, okay? You need to have that. And if you made a mistake in that before, along with those three things of accessible, accountable, and authenticity, are things like transparency and honesty, right? And if you've made some small mistakes, say so. Say so to people. No one's going to hold you against that. They'll accept the fact you've made some mistakes in terms of your branding, simply saying, this is the direction I'm going in, and this is the reason why I'm doing it. Because I want to provide even more valuable help to my target audience who is X, Y, and Z, okay? That's the point I'm trying to get to. Is this easy? No, it takes time. It really does take time. But if you don't bother to do it, if you just roll along trying to get sales whenever you can, and without really clearly satisfying the needs for personal branding, you will not be online in 12 months from now. You will fail. So please do it, okay? Here's my giveaway for you. If you're interested, it's called Brand Building Strategy Guidelines. Brand Building Strategy Guidelines. It gives you the step-by-steps of how to do what I've just been talking about in this Facebook Live. If you're interested, send me a personal message and I'll give you access to it. Okay? There you go. I hope you found some value in it. All the very best to you, and I'll talk to you again in the very near future. Thanks for sharing your time with me. It is always truly appreciated. Bye for now.